And one of the stumbling blocks on the way to its development is a high initial cost of installation of the energy resources. Okay, solar as well as wind as the cheapest one out of all. Means if you're talking about tidal, biomass, biogas. Uh, However, there is a huge difference in the upfront installation cost. Initially, what we pay of solar power system as a or in different segment we say it a gas fired plant. Okay, the installation of a large scale solar power system is around 50,000 kilowatt after a certain change at present. If you are talking about a good double axis models. Likewise, for a small scale residential, it is around 90,000 with a battery backup off grid models. And for the new gas fire plant, it is more than $1,000 or more than 75,000 rupees per kilowatt. Is it? Certainly, the wide margin in installation costs matters a lot. Okay, so this high upfront installation costs makes investors and lenders to think of renewables as high risk, whereas they find fossil fuel plants more acceptable due to their low installation cost. That's why you see in terms of this petrol and diesel oriented vehicles are still very popular in India. And if you see the scenario in Spain or in Germany, Germany is going to be one of the top leading company in alternate energy, and expected by 2030, 98% they are completely depend on the alternate energy. That kind of development they have. Another important point is lack of infrastructure. In India, we found it, even people are not aware of the solar or wind or tidal. So, awareness is again the thing. But lack of infrastructure for wind and solar energy, and it can be a better investments also when lifespan costs are considered. Okay, lack of infrastructure is a barrier uh, to renewable energy developments. It is a very common point. The present infrastructure is mainly built for fossil fuel plants and nuclear plants. You say that, okay. You see the grid connectivities in India that was established long back in 50s to 60s. Okay, either local grid and the state grid levels or the national grid. Okay, the quality of wire is used 70 years back. It consists of lot of errors are there. So almost your 30% of energy will lost in transmitting the energy. Okay, the existing energy infrastructure needs urgent reforms as it is not capable of handling. Okay, large amount of renewable energy. Most importantly, some of the best sources are left with no infrastructure at all. Then we know it. The main problem with the power grids is its age. Most electric transmission and distribution lines uh, constructed during 1950s and 60s. Okay, as it passed almost 50 years life expectancy, therefore making them incompetent to meet the demand of the hour and serve the climate change. Uh, with that, if you transmit the electricity, if you lost 50% of electricity, then what is the use of it? This is one of the mitigation or re-engineering is required. Okay, it is must of a challenge to decide on the size of the solar system also. Okay, like up to 4 megawatt or 5 megawatt, you can supply it on 11 kV grid. But Above that you can't supply. For that you require 36 or 33 or 66 kilowatt grids. Again, when you cross 100 megawatt, then 133 grid lines required. So our system is very small in this particular part, and very less entrepreneurs were entering in this area because the lack of knowledge works over there.
Sir, before I go to the next question, actually somebody is raising hand. This is the message for our guest.
Okay.
Sir, madam, we are going with our interviews of this talk process. If we get after this completion, we will get back. So I think Dr. Najib Mohiuddin, he has raised his hand. So sir, we will definitely after this we complete our talk, we will definitely get back. Sure. Sir, with respect to these glitches that you have said, sir, don't you feel these glitches are the opportunities if some consultants or they are coming with the solution? Because these are the problems. If anybody is coming for this type of consultancies or ready-made solution, a one-stop solution for all those things, that would be a business for them.
Can you please repeat it? Voice is not audible.
Yes, sir. You said about in terms of the wires, the infrastructure, the initial establishment.